The value of time. In a small village, nestled among gentle mountains and peaceful rivers, lived a wise old man named Tao. Every evening, as the sun began to say goodbye, the village children would gather around him to listen to his stories. One night, as the moon shyly appeared in the sky, Tao spoke in a calm voice. "Time is like this flowing river," he said, pointing to the slowly moving water. "We cannot stop it nor rush it. We can only learn to navigate its current." The children watched the river quietly, feeling the soft breeze on their faces, and little by little, their eyes began to close. Tao continued, his voice low and steady, like the whisper of the wind through the leaves. "Time, dear children, is neither an enemy nor a thief. It is not something to fear or rush. It is a silent companion walking with us, moment by moment. Sometimes it feels like it moves quickly, and other times it pauses to watch us." The old man looked at each child with a gentle smile and went on. "Imagine a seed buried in the earth. No matter how much we wish for a tree to grow right away, the seed needs its own time to open, to seek the light, and to strengthen its roots. If we try to hurry it, we might harm it, and the tree would never grow strong." The children breathed deeply, feeling the calm of the moment wrap around them, as the stars began to shine softly above their heads. Tao paused and gazed toward the horizon, where the sky was painted a deep blue sprinkled with tiny lights that seemed to dance. "Time, children," he said softly, "is not measured only in hours or minutes. It's felt in every little moment, in shared laughter, in the breeze that brushes your face, in the gentle heartbeat when we pause to listen." He lowered his gaze to his own wrinkled hands and continued, "Each moment is an invisible gift. Sometimes we want to catch time, rush it to arrive sooner, to finish faster, to reach our goals. But what happens if we forget to enjoy the journey? If we don't learn to savor the stillness that lies between one second and the next?" The children, sitting quietly, felt their bodies relax more, as if the earth itself was gently holding them. "Many years ago," Tao said, "when I was young and hurried, I tried to live fast, to run without rest. But the river taught me that when I rush, I only stir the water and lose its clarity. That's when I learned to flow with time, to let each moment be like a leaf slowly falling into the river, soft and without resistance." The wind played with dry leaves around him, and Tao took some in his hands, showing how they floated effortlessly. "It's not time that we lack," he continued, "but presence. When we are here, truly here, time becomes abundant, because each moment holds all we need." The children, their eyelids heavy now, felt a deep calm growing inside them, a space where time seemed to pause and whisper that everything was all right. Tao took a deep breath and looked at the children with tenderness. "Imagine time as a garden. If we rush without stopping, we only trample the flowers without seeing their beauty. But if we walk slowly, with care, we discover that each flower has its own color, its own scent, its own secret." He pointed toward the nearby forest, where trees stood calm under the silver light of the moon. "In this garden, every moment has its season. There is time to plant, time to grow, time to rest, and time to bloom. And though sometimes we don't understand why some seasons feel long or difficult, each one is necessary for the garden of our life to be whole and beautiful." Tao paused, letting silence fill the air, broken only by the gentle murmur of the river and the distant call of an owl. "When we learn to respect time," he said softly, "we stop fighting the inevitable. Then, anxiety dissolves like morning mist, and a deep peace appears, a trust that everything will arrive at just the right moment." The children, nearly asleep now, listened as if each word were a lullaby, their breaths slow and calm. "Remember," Tao concluded, The value of time isn't in how much we have, but in how we live it. 1 second lived with care and love is more precious than 1,000 rushed hours without presence. With that final thought, Tao smiled as the night wrapped everyone in its cloak of calm and serenity. The old man Tao gently leaned against the smooth stone by the river and, with a voice almost whispering, continued, "Time also teaches us patience. There are moments in life when everything seems to stop, when answers don't come, and the path feels uncertain. In those moments, we must trust and be patient, because like the river, time always knows how to find its way to the sea." The children, their eyes half closed, seemed to float between wakefulness and sleep, wrapped in the melody of his words. When we are patient with time, we learn to listen, not with our ears, but with our hearts. And in doing so, we discover that time doesn't just pass. It also gives us moments of growth, learning, and love. Tao closed his eyes for a moment, breathing in the fresh scent of the night. Remember, little ones, that although we cannot see or touch time, it is always present, like the air we breathe. And every moment lived with calm and attention is a moment in which we truly live. A gentle breeze swept through the place, caressing the children's faces, who were now almost asleep, swaying with the whisper of the river. Tao slowly opened his eyes and gazed at the little figures dozing around him. "There's one more thing I want to share," he whispered gently. "Sometimes we feel like time is slipping away, like sand running through our fingers. But that only happens when we forget to live in the present, when our minds get lost in memories or worries." The old man raised a hand and slowly let a dry leaf fall onto the river's surface. "Look how this leaf floats without hurry, carried by the current. It doesn't fight the water or try to rush ahead. Simply flows, trusting. That's how we must learn to be with time. Flowing without resistance, without fear, accepting each moment as it is." The children, nearly asleep now, felt a warm peace spread through their bodies, like a soft blanket wrapping around them. To live time with courage, Tao concluded, is to learn to be here, now with calm and love. Only then does time become a friend who walks beside us and teaches us. The night moved on, and the moon shone high, softly lighting each peaceful child's face as sleep slowly embraced them. Tao's voice grew even softer, like a distant echo in the quiet night. "Before you close your eyes completely, I want you to remember something important. Time is not measured by clocks or the rush of the world. True time is found in the calm of your breath, in the steady beating of your heart, in the connection with life that is always here and now." The children, cradled by the gentle darkness, breathed deeply, feeling each word like a soothing balm. If you ever feel lost or restless, pause for a moment and breathe. Feel the time inside you slow and steady. In that moment, you will discover that you don't need to run or hurry. Time holds you, guides you, and walks with you. Tao smiled tenderly as the stars twinkled calmly above their heads. The true value of time is knowing that every moment is unique and precious. And by living with attention, we build a life full of peace, love, and wisdom. With one last gentle sigh, Tao fell silent, while the children surrendered to deep, peaceful sleep, drifting along the tranquil river of time. The night grew quieter, and the river continued its slow course, reflecting the silver light of the moon. Tao, with a voice barely audible, whispered so only the wind could hear, "Always remember, little travelers of time, that every second is a gift that never returns. It's not about rushing or gathering hours, but about embracing each moment with love and presence." The old man slowly closed his eyes, letting the peace he had planted in his listeners grow silently, like a seed germinating beneath the earth. "Now let sleep gently wrap around you," he said. and may time carry you on its calm current toward a deep and radiant rest. The children, already asleep, floated in a sea of calm, while the moon, like a silent lighthouse, watched over their dreams. And so, in the stillness of the night, the value of time became an eternal whisper, inviting everyone to simply live the now.